Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though. They trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 53 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49.
And they will take over first and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Back to throw. Wells.
Throw downfield going to be taken in by Jackson.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Here we go now on first and goal.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The visitors' offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their second possession. And he's right up there amongst the league's best when it comes to racking up receiving yards this season. Currently ranked in the top 5 as things stand here.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Moss on the give up the middle, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The numbers on Moss from last week's game: 15 carries, 71 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Throw left side complete. That's Myers. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Offside. Defense.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
In motion, the tight end. 2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wells. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Wells throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Off play action. Wells. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's second down. Operating from the gun. McClure looking right side, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Wells firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. Now they'll run on the draw. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Moss.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Holding. Offense.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down. Wells.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5. Operating from the gun, McClure.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
3rd down and 1.
In motion left goes a tight end. On 3rd down, Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the play. Results in a first down.
Back to throw.
McClure
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17-0 our score after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McClure. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Operating from the gun, McClure. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Back to throw. McClure. And this is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. McClure. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been doing it through the air and on the ground to start the season. Currently leading the NFL in rushing yards by a quarterback here in the month of September.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
Throwing to start the drive. McClure. That's complete to Whitaker.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Off the play fake.
McClure.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw. McClure. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 71 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. He fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
They'll start on the ground with Moss. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Looking to throw. Wells. This is caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down. Off play action. McClure. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. McClure. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. McClure. Flushed out right. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. McClure. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Back to throw. Wells. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wells firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's caught by Jackson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. A final shot before break. Wells. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season.
Throwing to start the drive. Wells throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jackson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They'll go up the middle here with Moss.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
In motion goes the tight end. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Back to throw. Wells. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Looking to throw. Wells under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Wells dancing to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Alexander. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a give up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Clinton. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. This now a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Clinton. That is caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now out comes this offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Myers. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Wells. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Looking to throw. Clinton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Clinton. He finds his man. Complete. It's Alexander. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Results in a first down.
Looking to throw. Clinton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
19 yards. And a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Back-to-back catches here for Carter. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And it'll be intercepted. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Moss. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now.
This offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. A first carry now for Thompson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Clinton. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Clinton.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Looking to throw. Clinton. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Alexander. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Clinton.
And he will slide down with the 1st down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Operating from the gun, Clinton. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Alexander. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Looking to throw. Clinton
finding Carter on the slant.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 8.
Back to throw. Clinton. And he's got it. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Wells able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Brought down at the 20. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Wells. It's caught by Jackson. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Thompson between the tackles. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 10-yard line.
Again, a run with Thompson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Wells. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan.
Still shedding tackles. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Clinton.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Clinton. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping team